The Mueller investigation is complete, and one group demands the release of the full report.
And Apple has now joined the competitive world of streaming.
All that and more today, Wednesday, March 27th. Good morning, Emerson. I'm Juliana Bruno.
And I'm Sydney Zuckerman. Washington is definitely facing some pressure right now.
And it seems like certain actors and companies are feeling the fire too. Here are this week's top stories. Robert Mueller's investigation into the 2016 election is over. Democrats want to see the full report. The report was presented to Attorney General William Barr, who then wrote a 4-page summary of conclusions, which has been released. No one outside the Justice Department has seen the actual report, including the White House. In a letter, 6 committee chairs in the House of Representatives called on Barr to release the full report. He has not said whether or not he will do so, but that he will try to remain as transparent as possible. Barr's summary said Mueller found Russian interference in the 2016 election, but no evidence that the Trump campaign colluded with Moscow. The president commented on the report.
The Mueller report was great. It could not have been better. It said no obstruction, no collusion. It could not have been better.
Mondays can be tough, but they're especially hard if you're charged with 2 different crimes. Just ask attorney Michael Avenatti, who's out now on a $300,000 bail after being charged with attempted extortion of $20 million from Nike and wire and bank fraud. The lawyer who represented Stormy Daniels allegedly threatened Nike, saying he'd reveal that the company was illegally paying high school basketball students in hopes of gaining contracts if the students eventually went pro. Avenatti said he'd keep quiet if Nike gave him and an unnamed second party about $20 million. Avenatti remains confident he'll be cleared of all charges.
The U.S. Department of Transportation will independently review the Federal Aviation Administration's approval process, the one that gave the Boeing 737 MAX airplane its certification. The committee investigating will present their findings to Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao and the FAA administrator. Boeing welcomed the announcement of the committee.
The new Orange Line trains are rolling, but no one's on board. Testing of the new cars started Friday, but the day we can actually step foot on them is once again being pushed back. Originally set for this past winter and then spring, we're now hearing that the first of the cars won't be ready until the summer. Each of the 152 Orange Line trains cost almost $2.5 million. Next on the docket for the MBTA is replacing the Red Line cars.
If you currently stream your favorite shows on Hulu, Netflix, or HBO Go, it's time to add one more tech giant to the list. Apple will now join the list of competitors with their new streaming service called Apple TV+. They also plan on creating their own content, much like the other streaming platforms do, announcing collaboration with big Hollywood names, Steven Spielberg, Reese Witherspoon, and more. Apple did not disclose how much the service will cost users. That's all the news for today. Let's now go to our weather correspondent, Alex Haskell, with your 5-day forecast. Alex?
Thanks, Juliana and Sydney. Overnight, we cooled down a bit into the 20s. The wind also settling down. If you were up before dawn, what a sight. Looking south-southeast, you may have been able to see Jupiter, so hopefully some of you were up for that. Right now, it's in the low 30s for downtown Boston. The winds will be very light today, so they're not much of a factor. We'll climb into the upper 30s, low 40s by lunchtime. Definitely low 40s by the afternoon. It will be mostly sunny and mainly clear for today. Now looking at the 5-day forecast, it features a warm-up as temperatures climb well above average by the later part of the week. Thursday, a nice day overall. We jump into the low 50s. It will be mild and breezy. Then Friday will be in the lower 60s, a chance of some isolated showers. Saturday, look at that, close to 70. Then Sunday, back down to mid-60s with some evening showers. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I think it's fair to say that spring is here, or definitely on its way. We have quite the warm-up coming this week, which after winter, I'm just so excited. I'm really looking forward to spring and being outside. What are you guys looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just warmer clothes. I feel like it's about time we had spring. Winter felt
Like
really
those
long
heavy
this year.
jackets and scarves. I don't like
too
Being all
much.
scrunched
Yeah.
up. I can't wait to go for a walk down Newberry Street. That is one of my favorite things to do when it's nice out. Shopping outside is
That's
a
gonna be
blast.
so
Iced
nice.
coffee in hand. Can't wait. You guys should come
Seriously.
with me.
There's so many things I can't wait for, but thank you very much, Alex.
course.
And now let's actually go to our sports correspondent, Angel Salcido, who's got some highlights on the big dance.
Well, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning, but let's get the sad story out of the way first. The New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski has officially retired. Rob announced his retirement on Monday in an Instagram post saying, "I will be retiring from the game of football today. My life experiences over the last 9 years have been amazing, both on and off the field." Gronk caps off a 9-year career with 3 Super Bowl victories and 5 Pro Bowl selections, all with the Patriots. He's widely considered one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history, even with a career riddled with injuries. Although it does break my heart that the Brady-Gronk duo is over, something tells me that the next stage of his life will be just as entertaining. The Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals had their visit to the White House on Monday. Capitals star Nicholas Backstrom said the team was just happy to be there, even though President Trump didn't break out the fast food like he did for Clemson and North Dakota State. The visit comes after the NBA champion Golden State Warriors refused to attend the White House. It also comes after the NFL champion Philadelphia Eagles were disinvited from the White House. And the madness continues as the first and second rounds have come to an end and the Sweet 16 is set in stone. First and foremost, Duke is still in it. Listen, doesn't matter how it happened, the point is they're in the Sweet 16 after beating UCF in basically a blowout 77-76. And let me tell you, Zion Williamson is back with a vengeance. Since his return from injury, Zion is averaging 28 points and 9 rebounds a game. Another trending story is Ja Morant's breakout in the NCAA tournament. Morant led Murray State to a 12-5 upset against Marquette, but then lost big to FSU, which means most likely Morant is headed to the NBA. Meanwhile, like quiet assassins, UNC is absolutely obliterating teams left and right, beating Iona by 15 and 9th-seeded Washington by 22 points. Now, I'm not one to predict the future, but I've got a feeling we may finally see a Duke-UNC national championship game. And last but not least, the Boston Celtics faced off against the Spurs on Monday and lost. Again, for the 4th game in a row. The Celtics went down 96-115 in a game that was never really close. It was another lackluster performance on offense from the Celtics, who lost in every major offensive category. Their top scorer ended up being Marcus Smart with 14 points. Meanwhile, Spurs power forward LaMarcus Aldridge had a monster game with 48 points and 13 rebounds, and the Celtics really had no answer. Aldridge basically made every forward on the Celtics barbecue chicken, and it genuinely became boring to watch. The Celtics really need to hit a groove because the season is winding down, and soon enough it's going to be playoff time. That's all I have in the world of sports. Back to Juliana and Sydney.
Thanks, Angel. Now that spring is here, Kayla Martin gives us a sneak peek of one of Boston's favorite springtime events.
The favorite part is so remember the waterfall. The waterfall is like somewhere here, but that's the best part I like.
This is Benjamina. She is 4 years old.
I've been here 2 times, but right now is the time to that's 3. So
It has now become a tradition for Benjamina to go to the flower show with her grandmother.
And she has developed a good appreciation for greenery that we so in a society need an attachment to.
Benjamina is learning from an early age what work goes into creating and maintaining a garden. But beginning gardeners can get overwhelmed by the amount of work that goes into their yards.
A lot of people don't know where to begin, and we're helping them to begin their gardens and create something really beautiful for their backyards or front yard, whatever they're looking to do.
Joanna Colgan uses her 30 years of experience to help fellow gardeners learn. She's administrator and designer for a landscaping company called Garden Up. A common message to gardeners is that it's never too early to start your outdoor planning. If you missed this year's show, no worries. The Boston Flower and Garden Show will return in March next year. Reporting for GME, I'm Kayla Martin.
When we return, Elizabeth Perkin has the latest turn in the Jussie Smollett case.
And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill.
What? Oh, okay, cutting. Sorry, can we get Where in God's name is the gaffer's tape? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Casey, and we're the National Broadcasting Society.
Come out to some of our weekly workshops, or work on some of our sets.
Explore the bigger picture with NBS.
We'll see you there.
All right, let's get another take. Camera, sound.
Hi, I'm Mary Malloy, the host of Speechless, and you're watching the Emerson Channel.
Back to Good Morning Emerson.
Elizabeth Perkin is here to tell us what kind of content we can expect to see on Apple's new streaming service and the latest on the ongoing Jussie Smollett case.
Thanks, Sydney and Juliana. All charges have been dropped against Jussie Smollett. The actor's attorney says that his record has been wiped clean. Yesterday morning, Judge Stephen Watkins held an emergency court session and allowed the charges to be dropped and for the files to be sealed. There are many questions being raised as to why Chicago prosecutors decided to drop the charges, especially now. A familiar face joined forces with Apple. Oprah Winfrey has partnered with Apple TV+. Oprah announced that she is going to be releasing the documentaries on the streaming service. In addition, she will be hosting a book club where they will be having conversations with authors. Mandy Moore is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The actress received her star on Monday. Moore was joined by her co-stars past and present to commemorate her special day. Shane West from A Walk to Remember gave a speech at the ceremony honoring Moore and reminiscing about what it was like on set together 17 years ago. Her This Is Us cast also attended the event and honored her work as an actress. And now to spill the tea. Dr. Dre took to Instagram to share that his daughter got accepted to USC, saying, quote, "all on her own, no jail time," end quote. The rapper threw shade at the recent college scandal before realizing that he himself had donated $70 million to the college in 2013 to establish the Jimmy Lovin and Andrew Young Academy of Arts, Technology, and the Business of Innovation. He quickly deleted the post after this all was discovered. What do you guys think about all this?
All right, so here we go. He didn't commit a crime by donating money. So we can't say that he's on the same level as these, as you know, Aunt Becky, etc. However, saying that she did it all on her own is also, you know, a big lie.
Yes.
So I'm not like that angry at him, but saying all on her own and making this big point about it, I thought was a little bit. He wasn't thinking, right?
Yeah. And don't you have so many people looking over everything you say before you post it? Like, shouldn't someone have caught that? That's just how I felt.
I think it was definitely a slip up on his part, especially like because it's such a sensitive time to know that he had given such a large sum of money to the school to then make that comment. It seems a little crazy.
And especially now, like people on Instagram are so ready to like do their research because cancel culture is real. It is so real. Everyone is waiting for the next person to slip up. So you have to be really careful. Celebrities in general, and even just people on Instagram every day.
And $70 million isn't like a small amount of money. That's something you would probably remember giving.
Exactly.
So I just thought, honestly, I thought it was funny.
It
Like,
is.
that was ridiculous. But thank you. And we'll now hear from our Healthy Living correspondent, Kayla Hunter, who will show us how you can make face masks out of the comfort of your own kitchen.
So you're at a sleepover and all you have is avocado, honey, and yogurt. So what do? You make a face mask. Take one full avocado and peel it. So first I'm gonna take this whole avocado and mash it up until it doesn't have any lumps. Then you're gonna put a dollop of plain yogurt into the bowl. And mix it up. And then just add a little honey. And make sure your face is clean first. And then after your face is clean, Put the mask on and leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes to promote moisture in your skin. For Good Morning Emerson, I'm Kenya Hunter.
We're here now with Berklee College of Music singer-songwriter Annie Lux to hear about her musical influences and journey. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we're gonna get started. Before we kind of get into your music, just tell us a little bit about where you're from and how you got to Berklee. What made you choose it?
Well, grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's near the Rockies, and it's a small little city. And I got to Berklee because I had a friend who basically was like, if you want to do music, then go to Berklee. And he's like, don't go into music unless you're going to Berklee. And so I was like, okay. And I did my research and I saw all of these cool people who went to Berklee. I was like, Quincy Jones went to Berklee? Okay, I'll go to Berklee. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. The journey before that was really cool. I grew up singing, music was always in the house. And it was really cool because I never thought that I would be at Berklee now. I thought I was going to go into bio, like some sort of science, like geochemistry or something like that. So it's a really cool journey.
What originally inspired you to say, you know what, bio's not for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for music, go to Berklee?
Honestly, it was my senior year of high school. It was seeing that music could really heal people and really change and make a difference in the world. That's really what made me realize, yeah, I should choose music. Yeah.
So we're gonna hear a song from you today called Hurry. And without giving too much away, can you just tell us like 2 or 3 words that inspired you to write this song?
So the song called Hurry Up is a song about impatience. And when you're super impatient waiting for, your man or your girl, whatever, to come, it's like, hurry up, I'm waiting for you, I miss you, hurry up. That's what it's inspired by.
I love that. And speaking of hurry up, I'm being given the cue to wrap up. So we are going to see more from you later. Singer Annie Lux is performing an original song you won't want to miss. Don't go away. We're here with singer-songwriter Annie Lux to play 6-Second Rule. It's our favorite game here at GME. And facing off against Annie is Angel Salcido, our sports correspondent. And you guys, you know how this works?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll go over it.
Okay.
All right, Angel. Okay. So we are going to have 6 seconds on the clock. I'm going to give one of you a category, and you have to give me 3 items within that category. When you're done listing all 3, hit this buzzer. And if you don't list the objects within the 6 seconds, you do not get a point.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, Angel, I will turn our first one over to you.
All right.
In 6 seconds, can you name 3 potato chip flavors?
Barbecue, sour cream and onion, and orange. The orange. The Pringles.
Time's up.
No, that works.
Orange?
Orange.
Angel. Sorry. No points for you. Annie, your turn. In 6 seconds, can you name 3 pizza franchises?
Papa John's, Domino's, Little Caesars.
Heck yeah. Make sure you hit the buzzer. Teamwork makes the dream work, people. 1 point to Annie, 0 for Angel.
It's crazy.
Angel, in 6 seconds, can you name 3 breeds of dogs?
German Shepherd, Chihuahua, Pomeranian.
Ooh.
He said.
All right, Angel,
I like
so we're
that.
1-1 now. We're even. Okay, Annie, in 3 seconds, can you name, 6 seconds, can you name 3 salad dressings?
Ranch, balsamic, and 1,000 Islands.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty good. I
Heck
wouldn't
yeah,
have
she
gone
can.
that.
Okay, so that is all the time we have. We had 1-1, if I'm
Wow,
correct.
we're tied.
No, was that 2?
Well, I didn't have my second go.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah, she
You
got
went
it. She got it.
first.
She got it.
You went
She got it.
first.
That's right.
Okay, so Annie is our winner. So
Everyone's a winner.
thank you for playing with us, and we can't wait to hear your performance later. Now let's go to Natalie Benoit, who attempted the challenges we all know and see online. Oof, there's going to be some.
Chubby bunny. That's the big rule.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny.
Already struggling.
Chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny. Sorry, my parents.
Chubby bunny.
It's delicious.
Chubby bunny. Chubby bunny.
Okay, I heard it.
Chubby bunny.
What? What? How?
You won. You won.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. Berkeley-based singer-songwriter Annie Lux is here to perform her song, Hurry Up.
The floor is yours, Annie.
I don't care about the signs, don't care if you're Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini. I want you, want me too. Yes, I get impatient, wishing every second could slow down to a vacation on the moon, on the moon. Hurry up, boy, I'm waiting for you. Hurry up, boy, I'm waiting for you. I could sing you something cheesy, something about your smile, eyes, hair. It's so easy, like when you see someone you love. It's like hearing angels from above, but I will wait 1,000 summers. We'll sleep under the covers, boy. Tonight I need no other but you, boy. You. Hurry up, boy, I'm waiting for you. For you. Hurry up, boy, I'm waiting for you. For you. Yeah. It's been a minute and a half. Can't take no more. I can sit and listen to your laugh on loop. Girl, I don't want to wait no more. Gotta break it down. Fill me up just to take me down. All I want to do is lay around with you. Say you found a dude. He don't make you laugh like I do. Put you on his back like I do. Hey, hey, oh, oh. Ooh. And it's making it hard to move on to the next, and it's breaking my heart, and it's all on my chest, and you stay in the dark, so it's hard to forget that. Hurry up, boy, I'm waiting for you. Hurry up, boy, I'm waiting for you.
Thank you so much for that amazing performance, Annie.
Sounded great.
Sounded amazing. Hurry Up is available on Spotify, right?
Yeah, it's available on Spotify. Hi, guys. It's available on Spotify, Apple Music, and on iTunes. So
Awesome.
Go check it out, and go follow me on my social media accounts at Annie Lux Music. Yeah, Annie Lux Music on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Awesome.
Sounds great. We'll definitely do that. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll be sure to wake up with us Monday, April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
Are we ready to go?
We hope so.